Stupid dad doesn't care about my feelings.
Everyone thinks Lisa Simpson has it all figured out. She's smart, talented, morally driven, 8 years old, and already trying to save the world. But none of it makes her happy. Because in a family that doesn't understand her, and in a show that keeps her frozen in place, Lisa's punished for being the only one who actually cares. She's not a hero, not a rebel, not even a misfit. She's just a little girl carrying the weight of everyone else's ignorance, with no one willing to carry hers. And today, you'll finally see why it sucks to be Lisa Simpson. Lisa was born into a family that celebrates stupidity like it's a tradition, where being loud, reckless, and proudly average earns you love, and being brilliant gets you laughed at. She didn't choose to be different, she just asked questions no one wanted to answer. Why does everyone yell? Why doesn't anyone listen? While Bart got attention for being the troublemaker, Lisa got silence. Unless she was being told to dial it down, tone it down, shrink, make yourself easier to ignore. Her teachers were checked out, her parents barely understood her, and at school, she wasn't bullied for being a nerd. She was resented for being the kid who always made everyone else feel small. From the start, Lisa was forced to pick a side, be smart or be loved, and she chose survival the only way she knew how, by acting like she was better than the people who made her feel invisible. But it wasn't confidence, it was fear, because if she couldn't be loved for who she was, then maybe she could at least be respected for it. That's not how children are supposed to grow up, that's how they harden. Lisa's not trying to be special, she just wants someone, anyone, to speak her language. She joins clubs, enters contests, volunteers, plays jazz. She memorizes facts, solves problems, gets straight A's, and still ends up eating lunch alone. It's not just that she's smart, it's that she knows she's smart, and people hate that. She tries to befriend other kids, but it always backfires. The moment she meets someone like Allison, bright, kind, curious, she doesn't see a friend. She sees competition, and she panics, because being the smartest isn't just her thing, it's her shield. Without it, who is she? So she tries harder, gets louder, more righteous, clings to big causes like climate change and feminism, not just because she cares, but because it gives her something to stand on, a reason to look down on everyone who keeps looking past her. And when that doesn't work, she overcorrects, fakes a new personality just to fit in, like in Summer of 4.2, where she ditches her books, hides her brains, and finally makes friends by pretending she's someone else. For a moment, it works. Then Bart ruins it, because of course he does. Lisa doesn't get safe spaces. She gets sabotage from her brother, from her school, from her own reflection. Every time she tries to belong, she's reminded she never really will. Lisa tries to be better every single time. And somehow, that's exactly what makes things worse. She sticks up for animals and gets mocked for being dramatic. She becomes a vegetarian and gets laughed out of her own dinner table. She joins the soccer team and cheats because even in sports, she has to be the best. Even when she's right, people hate her for it. And the more they tune her out, the more she doubles down. Because if they won't listen to her voice, then maybe they'll respect her volume. She tries to be a moral compass in a world built like a spinning wheel, but no one asked for a compass. They just want her to shut up and play along. And when Lisa finally connects with someone who gets her, like Bleeding Gums Murphy or Mr. Bergstrom, they vanish every time. Mentors leave, friends move. The people who actually see her never stick around long enough to matter. She even tries bonding with Homer, watches football with him, thinks they're finally having a moment, only to find out he was using her to win bets. To him, she wasn't a daughter. She was a lucky charm. No matter what she gives, effort, love, loyalty, she doesn't get it back. Not from her school, not from her town, and definitely not from her own family. Lisa keeps climbing a moral mountain while everyone else is busy playing in the mud. And somehow, she's the one who ends up looking like the problem. There's a moment where Lisa stops pretending it's all worth it. It doesn't come during a crisis, it comes during quiet. She's done everything right, again, and somehow, she's still alone. She brings her saxophone to the school talent show, ready to share something honest, and no one claps. She loses to a kid spinning plates on his head, because sincerity doesn't win here. Noise does. At home, it's worse. She pours her heart out to Marge and gets told to smile more. She challenges Homer and gets called annoying. Even her own sadness feels like an inconvenience. In Moaning Lisa, she tells the truth. I don't feel okay. And everyone's first instinct is to fix her, shut her up, or hand her a sandwich. This is the breaking point, not because she snaps, but because she realizes nothing's going to change. She doesn't get to be a kid. She doesn't get to just be. Lisa sees the world clearly, and that's the problem. She sees the unfairness, the hypocrisy, the mediocrity being rewarded like excellence. And when she finally stops trying to fix it, she's not free. She's just tired. Because in Springfield, caring is the quickest way to break your own heart. She learns when to bite her tongue, when to fake a smile, when to give the right answer, even if nobody's listening. It's not growth, it's survival. She stops expecting to be understood. Instead, she throws herself into causes, books, debates, speeches, performances, because if the people around her won't connect, maybe she can outgrow them. But that gap never really closes. Lisa's the only one in her house who reads the paper and understands the headlines, the only one in her school who knows what systemic means, and the only kid on TV who's punished for being thoughtful. Even when she tries to soften, like apologizing to Marge or making peace with Bart, it's not because she feels okay, it's because she's learned how to manage disappointment. She still wants love, she just doesn't expect it anymore. Instead, she makes herself useful, tries to be the good one, keeps the family from falling apart, picks up the messes, even when she didn't cause them. But you can only carry a role like that for so long before it stops feeling like something you chose and starts feeling like a sentence. Lisa adapts, but no matter how much she learns, how well she plays the part, she never feels free. She's just stuck in a world that doesn't know what to do with someone like her. She's the smartest person in the room, and somehow still the loneliest. So if you've ever been called too intense, too sensitive, too much, you already know what it feels like to be Lisa. And maybe that's the real tragedy. Not that she cares too deeply, but that no one ever cared enough to meet her halfway.